Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am back with our September series, and we are day 11, which the prompt for day 11 is a vintage photo. So that photo that I showed you at the start of the video is a very old photo of my parents when I think it was before they were married, and they've been married 40 years this year. This year was their 40th wedding anniversary. So yeah, I think it was before they were married. I could be wrong. Mum will probably correct me if she watches this. So I don't know the exact date this was taken, but if it wasn't before they were married, it was very, very early in their relationship or their wedded life. And I think the photo is cute. It is a photo of a photo, and I did do some editing to it, but you know, it's a bit blurry and it's not perfect, but it's a vintage photo. So I actually am doing something that I've never done on a scrapbook layout before, at least that I can remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I have done it before, but if I have, it's not something that I do often, and that is do a really, really big title. And this is a quote actually from Dr. Seuss that I picked. I should have probably written Dr. Seuss on it, but I just couldn't fit it on. And so because the photo, I wanted to put that main piece of blue pattern paper down to sort of, I guess, hold the title. And then because it is going to be such a big title, I thought I won't do much by the way of embellishing. So I've just matting my photo on some tissue paper. Some white tissue paper, because yeah, I didn't want too much, and this is soft and adds a bit of a different texture and different look, but I knew that there would be a lot going on in this layout, and there is a lot going on in this layout. But because it was such a big title, I've already done my title off camera in terms of made sure I had enough thickers to spell it all out and all that kind of stuff. So I did do a little bit of prep for this video, more than I would normally have done. And yeah, but that's okay. And I also do this over 2 stints, this video, but you'll tell because my nails change colour. So this is what I mean by I've already done my title. So I did my title and stuck it down to a 6 by 12 page protector. And the title is "To the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world," which I thought was cute and soppy and romantic and suited the photo. So I am going to use my ruler, which again is something I really don't do very often, to guide me to stick the title down, and I am editing out this because I don't think you need to see me stick a title down. So that's the first half. To the world you may be one person, with a semicolon, and I'm going to pop the photo up on some dimensionals just to give it a bit of lift. I probably didn't need it because there's, you know, there's a lot of dimension to the thickers, but I just always pop my photo up really, unless I have multiple photos on a layout. So sticking the photo down into roughly the center without measuring, but roughly the center. And again, now I'm just going to get the ruler out and stick the rest of the title down. Yeah, but to one person you may be the world. So that is the title. Now I needed to go and do something, so I've come back to the layout much later in the day. You may have noticed that I have moved the top bit of the title around a bit. I made one go on the line above it, and so the person is in its own line. I just felt it was more symmetrical. I have painted my nails. I did film this in the space of a day, but there was about 3 hours gap between when I started and then when I came back. And yeah, I painted my nails. I don't know about everybody else, but people who paint their nails regularly, does anyone else notice that depending on the colour you paint them, sometimes if you don't put a top coat on and you scrape your nails onto your white cardstock, you leave a lovely colour? Yeah. So I've got a few little orange marks on this layout, but you really can't tell unless you're looking at it with a magnifying glass. So I did think about these embellishments before I did them, which again is not something I kind of usually do, but it's a special photo and I didn't want too many embellishments, so I pulled out some wood hearts I found in my stash. They're ephemera, they're cardstock, but they're in a wooden pattern paper. And then I pulled out some actual wood veneer hearts. And then I also pulled out some white resin flowers. And so I went a little crazy with both the wooden hearts and the white resin flowers. I probably needed someone over my shoulder saying, "Stop sticking these down now. Put down the resin flowers and the wooden hearts. Step away, step away." But I didn't. I stuck to my little, clusters of 3, and yeah, it was probably a little too much, but that's alright. I still really love the way that this layout came out. My plan is actually to frame this layout and put it up on my wall, unless my mum really wants it, but I don't think she will. She doesn't have a lot of wall space at home, and now with a grandchild, grandchild gets priority on the wall space of our family home, as it should well be the case. So she may not want an old photo of her and Dad, but you never know. If she does, she may have this. If she doesn't, I will be framing it and sticking it up on my own wall because it's cute. My parents were cute. So here's where I go a little overboard on the resin flowers, as I was saying. And I do stick them down with wet glue. Now, I don't know other people that use resin flowers, but I've found the ones that I have, they're a little bit concave on the bottom. Obviously, it's however they're molded. So sometimes the wet glue doesn't always stick them because the wet glue just goes into the concave. So that annoys me a little bit. But anyway, I am done with sticking down all the bits that I'd chosen for my 3 clusters. Now I'm going to cover the photo because I am going to spray it with some navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine. I was going to use gold, and I do use gold as well, but because the title is so much gold, I decided that I think the navy, would tie it into the pattern paper because there's no other navy anywhere else. Yeah, and I really like the navy. I think, controversial, I think I like the navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine more than the gold. I know that's controversial in the scrapbooking world, but I'm putting it out there. I am just putting it out there. Navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine is my favourite. So I am done. The layout is finished. I'm just going to tidy up my workspace. I often edit this bit out, but I thought maybe you guys would like to know that as soon as I spray the mist, I always get a baby wipe and just clean down my work surface because I'm trying not to wreck my bench too much, my desk, sorry, that I scrapbook on. It's also my computer desk, which I use for study, and so I try not to get it too dirty. And so yeah, I wipe it down every time I splatter mist because it always goes everywhere, as you can see from me wiping it down now. So I do normally edit that out, but thought you might like to see it. So again, I know I've said this in all my videos so far, but I hope you're enjoying our September series. We're enjoying making the videos for you all. I hope some of you are playing along with some of the prompts at home. Here is a close-up of my layout, a very sentimental layout using a vintage photo. I hope you liked it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Alright, bye everyone!